All right, get your hello YouTubes ready, everybody. Welcome. It's Saturday, bright and early. Good day to play some roguelike games. Did I try to kill my music? We got a couple things lined up. Number one is that we have to change our sound because apparently the Castlevania soundtrack, a couple of these are copyrighted by whoever owns the rights to the Symphony of the Night music. So we're gonna hop on chiptune, I think. Oh, we're not plugged in. But very, very happy to have you all here today. I feel like between the end of 2023 and 2024, like the number of good roguelikes that have come out have been astronomical. So today we're playing a golden oldie and some new hotness, aka Oblivion Override. This is a normal game that we're doing. We're gonna go through curse incentive doors. We're gonna try to make something busted. Do you think we'll have new Dead Cells DLC in the future? So we did a video on most anticipated stuff for, I actually want custom outfits. We did a video for most anticipated for 2024, and in there, we had Dead Cells stuff. We have nothing specific from Dead Cells, but the devs did an article saying that they have content planned out for 2024. They already do. So, do I think there'll be new DLC? Absolutely. When, where, how, why, who? I don't know. We're just gonna turn off these. We had speedrun stuff turned on. Give us a nice little restart, and then we'll be good to go. Either way, big welcome to everyone. What I was saying earlier is that we have really cool stuff coming up, especially on Steam. Steam Next Fest. Yeah, let me change out this outfit. Steam Next Fest has a bunch of demos. There's a ton of new roguelikes. They have demos. Tons of games came out recently too. Things like Go Mecha Ball I still have to play. Oblivion Override. Next week is Blaze Blue Entropy Effect. If you're a roguelike gamer, you're gonna be in good shape. I'm not really sure what to take here. If you all can do me a favor, just in the chat, give me a number, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Doesn't need, please, the actual number. I don't want to have to read. We're not going to do a poll. I'm just going to eyeball it. We'll also have a prediction over on the Twitch channel, because we're streaming to both right now, on what the next legendary item will be. Ryaga's good to see you. Hitori, good to see you. Veedotme, Washion, all YouTube chatters. Welcome, welcome. I'm seeing some 4s. Morningstar? Y'all are talking about Sonic Carbine, right? Couple 2s. Some Quick Bow fans in the chat. No, V, I want you to go to half HP and use Frantic Sword. I don't know. I don't know. I think this is a little sus. But hey, I could be wrong. Let me just not put any points. I mean, we got the tickle tech down. Oh, they ain't coming back. We can keep the red. We know how to tickle. We've entered championships on tickling. Oh, even from the back. It's pretty good. That's a that's a next Friday reference for those who happen to know it. All right, relax, relax. We got a game to play here. So for the most part, I don't use Morningstar. It's not unplayable. It's just that, like, to do this requires you... I can even show you. It requires me to spam the directional pad. And I think that's stronger than actually doing this. The DPS, I don't think is even real. 381, 431, I don't think that's a real number. Because it doesn't account for Tickle Tech. 8 tips for my son who's stuck on 2BC normal games. So the issue with 2BC is that you lost your health pots, right? So perhaps the answer to that is they need to make sure they're going into lore rooms, because the lore rooms will have food in them. I don't know if I can kill this. Jeez. I don't think that was worth it. Make sure they have lore rooms turned on, because lore rooms will have food. Make sure that they are getting every scroll on every map. As in, like, if they see the exit, don't just leave. I almost walked right into that bullet. Anyone else have tips for 2BC? Because I'm thinking, like, from a new player perspective, what could they be doing wrong? Maybe they left early. Maybe they're spamming health pots. It's not like a don't get hit. I don't think don't get hit's the answer, because I got hit a lot just now. But I need to not use the health pot. I think that's the difference. I don't get any health pots back. In 2BC, you at least get one every now and then. Slow down, take enemies one at a time. That's actually a good point, because a lot of people don't recognize that monsters are only aggressive once they know you're there. I didn't mean to hit this. Wasn't our last live stream a brutality build? Now I feel like I have to check. Because honestly, the way how I like to play Dead Cells is I like to play different builds whenever possible. I think I closed Firefox. So ideally, I would like to see something not that. Shout out to those of you subscribed to the same people I'm subscribed to. Shout out to those who are subscribed to Veedotme, helping me get to 40,000 subscribers this year. Also, leave a like on the live stream if you can. It's just like a regular YouTube video. You can leave a like on it, and I'm sure it helps. I played... Can you all still hear me over on the YouTube side? Interesting. It's like we lost the Twitch side? Okay. I think we're back. Somehow we lost, like, the Twitch side of the stream, but not the YouTube side. It's never happened before. Let's go with survival. Even though I feel like tactics doesn't get enough love on this channel. I feel like you could click into any of my YouTube vids and it's probably not tactics. But that might just be anecdotal evidence. I don't have the numbers to back that up. Imagine if we did, though. Imagine if, like, you could go somewhere and see how many successful runs were which color. My data. I was gonna say, if that bomb comes down here, I'm actually gonna scream. All right. So do we have incentives? We have castle outskirts, which is not terrible. I feel like I would have preferred a curse incentive early on, but the money's gonna help us buy tactics gear because I have none right now. See what's in the shop. Electric whip. Oh, did I say tactics? I meant survival. Root grenade? Sure. Yeah, I put points into survival. I mean, at this point, it's not too late to swerve out of it, but I don't plan to. When's Clean Cut coming to Android? You're gonna have to ask PlayDigis for that one. That's the developer. Someone said that stuff can spawn here. Like food and challenge rifts? I don't know if I've ever seen it though.
V.I.V.I.V.I.
Yo, Blaze, hi right back to you. Blaze, who you playing in Tekken? I can confirm I do not have Tekken 8. I'm not sure if I will pick it up. I know I was saying that it looks fun, but then I started playing League of Legends again. And now, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Reina, that's the, I would say the new Japanese girl. Well, maybe she is the only new one. She's the black and purple hair girl, right? I kind of want to get my health back, so I'm gonna go with necromancy. And then kind of go from there. Not a very good spot to be in, having this much health. You've gotten food, gems, and challenge rifts on the way to Castle Arboretum. It's pretty good. She's supposed to be like a Heihachi. Shoutouts to any of you all playing fighting games and other competitive games. I used to be all about that life with League of Legends, and I am only just now starting to get back into it. And you actually reach. I thought I was out of the reach there. Of course, people will tell you that it's an awful game, League of Legends is. And I'm sure in some capacity they're probably right. But thinking about like games that made me who I am today, League of Legends is definitely on that list. Oh my god, do not down slam a skeleton. 5 things I wish I knew. Ryaga saying, I asked for Sonic Carbine, not this. You brought this on yourself, V. Nightmare Grim. That's Hollow Knight, right? Is that modded Hollow Knight? Or is that like an actual fight? Because it's, honestly, it's really hard to tell to me what's modded Hollow Knight and what's not. It's almost like Lethal Company at this point. Or Terraria. Terraria is probably the worst offender, right? I don't even think there's actual, like, normal Terraria content anymore. If it's not modded, then it's not even Terraria. It actually tickles it out of my range. That seems odd. I'm gonna end up making a everything wrong with Dead Cells video. Hopefully you all have seen the everything that's wrong with Hades video in preparation for Hades 2. I think we need one for Dead Cells. Now, that's not to say that there's a Dead Cells 2 on the horizon. There's Windblown. But I think it could be like a really fun topic. That was a long scream. I think it could be a really fun topic, trying to identify issues. Doesn't mean the game's bad. We're just identifying problems that have solutions, all actionable. Is BlazBlue entropy effect better than Dead Cells? I mean, when you think about V, what are the issues with Dead Cells? You could look at something like BlazBlue. You could look at any modern roguelike and see, like, okay, the pain points of a game like a Dead Cells, have they been corrected nowadays? Remember, this is a 5-year-old game. It's a great game. Award-winning game, as a matter of fact. But has anyone figured out how to solve some of the pain points? I think the answer is yes. Now, are those games better? That's not necessarily the case, because even those games will have their own issues. I gotta get rid of this Morningstar, please. Where's the shop? Those games will have their own problems. And hopefully it's a matter of, oh, early access, we solved all those issues. Oh, we reached out to Veedotme and he told us that the music's not loud enough. So we upped the soundtrack, we got voice acting in here. And now he's pogged up whenever he plays the game. That thing's going into space right now. Oh, it came back. I can't wall run up that. That's interesting. But yeah, it's kind of hard for me to just say with full certainty that this game is better than this other game. Because I do like to think of every game as, like, its own thing. So, for example, if I were to say that League of Legends is better than Dota, like, I don't know that. It's a better game for me, but there's people out there who are like, I'll never play League of Legends. I'd rather play Dota. I'd rather play Heroes of the Storm. Or maybe like a fighting game. Oh my god. It's like, is Street Fighter 6 better than Tekken 8? I don't think that's like the right question. Of course, there's people who are going to light BlazBlue Central Fiction over Grand Blue Fantasy Relink or whatever it's called. I don't think this is good for this map. I think there's a lot of monsters that cannot be parried, but we'll try it. I actually haven't played Iron Staff in a while. Is Kokonoe a fox girl or a question mark? Deep lore. So, if you were created by a person, are you a fox girl? Like, what's the limit on being able to be a fox girl or not? Because someone may say, no, you have to be naturally born as a fox girl. If you were scientifically made into a fox girl, then does that count? Perhaps not. That was really dangerous. Who is that? It's anime. It's anime, so don't worry about it. All right, we're good. So I was thinking that the Iron Staff wasn't... Never mind. Wasn't going to be helpful here. I think it's still partly a get good. I'm getting tagged by a lot of stuff, and a lot of these monsters you really don't want to try to parry anyway. Like this thing, I don't try to parry these. Just not worth it. But when it works, my god, it works. All right, we're like one hit away from death. But I want to get the value of our necromancy. So someone was asking earlier, like, what are tips for 2BC? What I'm doing right now, not using the health pot, when I'm on basically my deathbed, that's not how to get through 2BC. Now, I said try to use food whenever you can find it to avoid health pots. That's not the same thing as what I'm doing. I am borderline trolling right now by not using the health pot. I am assuming that I am better than the enemies, and I will not die to them. That disrespect, that greed. What's the saying in Darkest Dungeon, everybody? Someone in chat knows it. Death is insatiable greed, something like that. There's a room above me. What is that? Pushing your luck improves skill. While that's true, what I will also say is that winning games and getting to bosses is equally as important as pushing your luck. If you never ever get to the boss because you're constantly dying because you refuse to use health pots, I don't know if you're gonna learn how to get much better. I mean, it's a slow burn, I guess. Like, of course, eventually you will start to not die. I'm curious if this kills or not. Usually, this weapon does not hit very hard, but with double damage. Wow, I even snared that, even though it was flying. That's interesting. The real issue with this weapon is the wind-up. That right there, it's like very slow. But the second swing going up is really fast. I think this is actually a good kill rhythm weapon. All I got from Google is that she's a scientist. Yeah, people were saying that BlazBlue's lore is more complicated than Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if I believe that, because I don't think anything beats Kingdom Hearts. But that's what the BlazBlue fans said. Whoa, that thing got pushed into the earth. It's pretty good. Can't adapt to slow weapons in Dead Cells. You beat 5BC without any of them at all. It's not easy. I will definitely say that. Lose 35%. I get 4% back on every hit. If I have any math majors in the chats right now, if I hit monsters and get 4% back, how many hits is it to get 35%? Don't forget to show your work when you're done. See, the fact that doesn't kill in the 2 hits, that's a problem. 9 hits to fully heal? Imagine hitting 9 times with this thing. Not possible, right? If you get the Groot, the monster doesn't really get to do anything. pretty good. My bad. Okay. In my defense, I was like in between two monsters and a flying harpy. Expecting to actually do something there. Apparently that's not true. I'm not gonna do anything there. I die every time. All right, give me a number 1, 2, 3, or 4. I see two things that are the same. We're gonna try for survival again. This time we're going to toxic sewers. Not bad, not bad. Maybe I should have taken the vampirism. Maybe that was the game telling me I screwed up. So here's your punishment for not taking vampirism. It's only 9 hits. Only 9 hits. Come on, you can do that. I'm seeing some 4s. You all like the number 4 today. Toxic cloud, poison on the target. Poison damage, wow. Self-synergy. I still want to play survival, but I wonder if I play tactics instead. Because we know for a fact that the last run that we did was a brutality run. So even though I have this really good Queen's Gamble right here, I am not going to be able to do brutality. Now, let it be said that you probably can't take this weapon to the end of the game, even though it has self-synergy. Like, it's gonna fall off eventually. I mean, it's a cool poison applicator, but when you're playing brutality, there's a lot of ways to apply poison. I did not know whose bomb that was. The survival version of Queen's Rapierre's OP. I wish I could do that. The rat! That poor rat. Okay. I will probably save. Because honestly, this sword will get us through this biome, at least. Probably even through toxic sewers. Even though on 1 point of brutality, this is actually kind of decent. And technically, we're getting the value off Hokuto's bow, too. So I don't think we have to swap off at all until... I'm not going to push it all the way to Corrupted Prison. It's definitely asking for much. All right. The sword, what's the best build for it? Currently fighting stuff with that sword. I like point blank with it still. Point blank buffs the reality slash. I don't usually use combo with it. Nor do I use initiative. A little bit of wave clear. Certainly a lot of ways to run Queen Sword, but the one thing that I do like to bring in, poisons the enemy on an emergency door. Oh, snap. You've never seen this before. Don't even act like you've seen this before. Give me one monster. A monster that's not very difficult, please. Oh, yeah. Y'all see that poison? Boom. Do 1 poison for 2 damage. I did half of this thing's HP, maybe. Because I think it got hurt by something else. Yo, holy crap, V, that's sick. I ain't never seen door used like that before. I may have never seen door used. Hang on, let me actually get the story straight. One day, someone's gonna give me a clip of how to actually use a door, like in a full run of Dead Cells. Like, oh, V, like, I actually use door every time I see it. I know you're memeing right now, but I can promise you this is how you're supposed to play it. Imagine being cursed and going into toxic sewers. Door only useful with crowbar? I get the sentiment, but what if that door was a lacerating aura? A knife dance? I could not climb up that. Anyway, like, my thought process is, what if you could be using anything else besides the door? And math out how much damage you did? Maybe owl? Yeah, we can go point blank first. I don't know. I mean, we don't have technology in Dead Cells where it's like, show me my DPS by the end of the run. But I guess like that would be a good way to see like, okay, because I had door, this game was better. I won this game because I had door. I wasn't sure if that was swiping at me or if it was doing an egg. Love Hayabusa gauntlets and shoes. I still... Okay, devs, if you're out there, this is free. I don't want any credit. Okay, maybe just like a Buster skin for Maria's cat. I still kind of would like to see more weapons synergies, kind of like the Castlevania sword and shield. Alucard sword and shield, when you use both together, it actually makes a synergy between them and changes the combo. It would be kind of cool to see more of that kind of stuff, like 2 Hayabusas, or what else? Maybe like Boy Axe plus the sword that we had earlier, the root sword. I'm not talking about, oh, just take Boy Axe with baseball bat. I'm saying like I want the combo to almost change fundamentally. Yeah, Vorpan plus Panchaku like adds a 3rd hand to the combo. That's the kind of stuff I would like to see. Baseball bat and rebound stone. You can hit the stone with the bat. See, now you all are talking. That sounds legitimately good. And I'm not saying it's impossible to have that stuff in this game. Like, the game's been out for a while, so maybe you save that for Windblown. But that would be extremely fun. Only one person allowed. Sheesh. That does not aim the direction I thought it would. I never ever use this skin, by the way. I just realized that we're Terraria Kid. Does this kid have a name? For people who know Terraria, because like you normally have a character name, right? Like Steve from Minecraft. What's the default name for this character? This is actually going really well, even without having a tactics weapon. His name is Guide? Wait, this is like the first NPC that you run into? This is not supposed to be your own character? Wait, you just opened my brain. Sure. I know I make a lot of fun of Terraria. Don't get me wrong, like, I would not mind playing Terraria if I could figure out how to make it fun for all of us. That is an awful elite ability. That rising laser in such a small hallway. You know, I'm curious how long I can actually go with this Queen Sword with 1 point of brutality. The issue with it is I'm sure as soon as I use anything else that's purple, the damage is exponentially better. But I can't deny there's part of me that actually wants to just play exactly what you're seeing right now. For scaling point blank, that's gonna do like upwards to 50% damage, but 50% of 1 is not great. When stuff like this exists, if this worked with point blank, we would be actually sick right now, but it doesn't. Sure. Some boss weapons deserve to be brutality. Do you have an example? Because there's over 100 weapons in the game right now. We're in like a really fun spot where I dare say every item idea, not every, because there's always an idea that can be added. But if you were to ask me what items are missing from Dead Cells, I actually have no idea. So I feel like at this point, we have access to pretty much infinite supply of weaponry. Corrupted Prison Incentive. That's not great. I might have to take that machete and pistol just so I can actually kill stuff. Or like tornado, you could have flame on the ground and it'll like travel up the tornado and now it's a flaming tornado that goes across the screen or something like that. I think that could be kind of fun. What happened to the Twitch streams? Just came back to your stream after not playing Dead Cells for almost a year. Sorry, Ricardo, I'm not really sure what the question is. What happens to the Twitch streams? You just came back to your stream after not playing Dead Cells for a year. Are you just asking, like, what's up? How you been this past year? I'll say, like, great. Been loving what we're doing. That works with point blank. If you mean something else, you'll just have to elaborate. All right, so it looks like we're back. We could maybe get Tranquility. Could even go support if we wanted. Could go networking. You got options, people. Is it normal to be stuck on 2BC for so long? Someone literally came into the chat saying they are stuck on 2BC earlier. So I'm gonna say the answer is yes, that is normal. Now, what I can't answer is, like, on average, how long should it take you to get out? Because I don't think we have the data. I mean, you could go off of Steam achievements, I guess. Like, average players who've gotten that achievement. Challenge rift inside the door. The BC door. That's really good for us. No double jump. If I stop streaming on Twitch, I'm streaming on Twitch right now, Ricardo. Can someone confirm that we're live on Twitch? Uh-oh. Hang on. I was about to say, like, don't tell me we're that screwed up right now. No, we're streaming on both right now, Ricardo. Twitch opened up the ability to stream to multiple platforms. And to be fair, people used to do it even though it was against the rules. And it's not because, like, they're cheaters or anything like that. It's no. What the we're dead. There's no discoverability on Twitch at all. Like, the only thing you're gonna get is maybe a raid from another streamer. But then that requires, like, you have to know the streamer or you have to get lucky. There's no discoverability on Twitch. So I'm gonna go onto YouTube. I'm gonna post vids to YouTube. And then all of a sudden, YouTube wants to have streaming on their site. So it's a no-brainer. I'm gonna stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And now Twitch is saying, yes, please do that. As a matter of fact, we're gonna save money from having to make up an algorithm if we tell you, yes, you should be on YouTube at the same time. Do we have poison anymore? We don't. So, like, barnacle's not great. Maybe we do this. That does help to buff the bullets of Star Fury. No machete and pistol. I think we're good to go. Death Scythe and Symmetrical Lance are slow, but I feel like they're more of a brutality / survival weapon. There's only 3 boss weapons that are brutality, and there are lots of survival and tactics boss weapons. So I think that is an issue of, there was a time where brutality had the most weapons in the game. And you couldn't have a weapon that released without it being half brutality. If you've seen, not you as in like the person asking, but if anyone in my chat has seen my Dead Cells 2BC video, not 2BC, Dead Cells 1.2, Rise of the Giant. That video showcases that some weapons are green-red and are not green-red anymore. They are green only. So we had a ton of hybrid weapons a long time ago, and I think now that they've tried to give different builds different identities, that has gone away. We still have some hybrids. I'm using one right now, Star Fury, because it has that ranged component to it. So I think what really has to happen is we need more stuff like Queen's Rapier. Just more weapons. I know you all are thinking, V, I already cannot get the weapons I want. You're telling me let's add more? That's basically what we're saying. Shoot. Probably not, right? We have to get rid of the curse. That's only going to keep us cursed. Thank you all for letting me know that we are live on Twitch. Just want to make sure I didn't screw up somehow. Oh my god, now we have 3 more curse. There's a chance I could have died just then if the heavy turret didn't interrupt the slime. But basically, we have to use this heavy turret whenever we can because it's buffing our damage. Star Fury's damage is like, it's all right. We don't even have the launch arrows forward, which is actually something I meant to have. So we gotta drop the turrets whenever we can. That skin combo is sick. Sick ill or sick nasty. This is Rukia in her hollow form. No spoilers, please. I haven't watched Bleach since like 2005. Whoa, that thing ducked under my arrow. Out here playing Tekken 8. What the heck?
Another challenge rift. That's 2.
V, you're gonna be so strong. Just don't get cursed by the enemies that curse you on this map and die instantly. I will try my best. No guarantees, though. Sick as in radical. I'm gonna add the emotes. I think they have them on 7TV. The emotes from Sonic Adventure 2 when you do tricks. Wow, I cannot remember the last time I failed that. Ooh, I second guess myself. I could have gone forward and been fine. So that little thing right there, that curses you. Just like you're playing Spelunky. Let's bring you up. Since I lost my turret. Twins? Synchronized swimmers. Raziel, good to see you. Milan, good to see you. Kenny, hello. Shadow Fight, Ghost Gaming, all folks over on the YouTube side. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you here. For those who don't know, I stream normally on Twitch as well. There should be a link to the Twitch stream in the description of the YouTube video. So be sure to follow us there. Especially because all the new hotness is coming out this month. That died and did not curse me. That's interesting. What's legendary Star Fury? It's double the amount of meteors. So instead of 2 meteors, you get 4. Which is like very, very, very good. If you see that, take it 100% of the time. That's like double S tier. So Sore Loser gives you 3 curse. I shot 1 arrow and my curse was cleared? The dot doesn't kill it? My Hokuto's bow doesn't have dot on it. All it has is shots pierce. Maybe the shots pierce killed it? So like it wasn't my arrow, it was instead like a phantom arrow from the monster in front of it. I did not mean to aggro that. Interesting. Is Star Fury good now? I think you have to build it to make it good. I don't think it's just good right out the box. Like, I don't even think my Star Fury right now is good. But I forgot to re-roll it at the NPC. But hopefully we can do that Ancient sewers. Cheese me. Think we're fine. I have 900 health. Where's all my health? 910? Why am I like actually on my deathbed at 100% HP? I feel like I'm playing a different game. Gonna just take fight for your life. Wow, really? And I never did the rerolls. What are some of the things that build a good Star Fury other than point blank and networking? So point blank is part of it because of shoot an arrow up and forward. We did the research. Those are buffed by point blank. The other thing, Wings of the Crow gives you electrical damage on hit. The bullets that fly down will also give us electricity on monsters that we are not directly fighting. And then, of course, electricity bounces off of monsters next to it. So I think there's a lot of cool capability in here. Do we have any clue on when the next DLC will come out? We don't. It's been kind of radio silence from Evil Empire before the Christmas holiday. And, like, that's fine. But right now, we're really in the waiting room for this update. And then we can start thinking about DLCs and stuff like that. All right, so I'm hoping I can show you all the Wings of the Crow. Okay, it did not electrify. It's not actually attacking the monster below. You can kind of see electric bolts, right? That are going upward. That's Wings of the Crow. It actually killed these monsters up here. I don't even know who they were, but they're gone now. Oh, sorry, I missed what the skin was earlier. Does anyone happen to remember what skin we had earlier? Can answer the question. My bad. My bad. Oh, you don't teleport? I got scared. All right, looking good. Oh, that was the Rukia? Yeah, that's from, I believe, 4 BC Mamatic. Give him a little heart, and you take it all away. That's how you teach them early. The dash length sometimes gets me killed, I think. Oh, no, I have normal dash now. I guess I wasn't completely on the ground. So we were able to do the curse relatively well. We have Mimic capability here. Mimicked Snake Fang. I think I play Snake Fang a little too much. Mimicked Flashing Fans. Could maybe like dual bind that with something else. That could be entertaining. Not a Mimic. All right. Wow, I missed a ton of scrolls. Have I seen the new spells for Astral Ascent? I did see the trailer for Sasuke and Kira. I believe Astral Ascent is doing the same thing that Dead Cells is doing, where they want to put stuff in the beta client and have people play it and give feedback. And like, I would love to do that, like play a beta and then give feedback, but I think we're swamped all next week. Between Blaze Blue, and I'm working on Blaze Blue right now. Between Blaze Blue, Go Mecha Ball, and then I have to prepare for Steam Next Fest, because we're going to try that for the first time. I don't think I have a time slot to just play beta content for stuff that isn't going to be shown on live streams. Not that I would never play Astral Ascent again, it's just, it's not on the docket right now. I have been playing it offline, but I've been dying too much. I've been trying to get Isla a difficulty 20 win, and I think I have a 0% win rate so far. Yeah, also 5th character for Astral Ascent. Or their, oh wow, I just almost swung into a Thorny. Extra jump, that's nice. Missed Tinted Scroll Fragment, thank you. Look, chat, we're finally above 1000 HP. Incredible, it's a surprise we've gotten this far. With basically no HP. Blue? Let's grab this while we're remembering. Yeah, we're in a good spot right now. Honestly, like, the amount of roguelikes that are out there, you have infinite possibilities of games you can play. Yeah, see, that died. The only thing about this setup is Wings of the Crow is sometimes a little difficult to control. But I think it's actually very strong, specifically with Star Fury. Yo, Puffy! Thank you for that. T1, 13th month, saying good luck. With a build like this, do we need luck? And then you look at your HP bar and see you only have 1800 health. Thank you for the good luck. I don't think you can play this without D-pad. All right. I mean, the easiest thing to do would be to take the owl, right? As a mimicked owl. Not a mimic. Interesting. So, it's a food shop mimic. Which, I mean, I guess that's okay for us since I don't plan on getting hurt anytime soon. Not that you ever plan for that. Oh yeah, the Wings of the Crow even procs on Hokuto's bow. So the Hokuto was able to kill something by itself while Wings of the Crow was active. That's really good. Alright, we need green. Green is up. Ladder climb, still weird. D-pad, I can break momentum better. Yeah, it's kind of like spot changes I can do much more easily. So like if I'm shooting and I need to quickly go in the other direction, I feel like the travel time of the analog stick will ruin that. Right? It's like it has to go from one side to the other side. That has to be worse, fundamentally. V, you tell us to play whatever feels comfortable? Yeah, that's still the case. All I'm saying is that I can no longer play analog stick in Dead Cells. That's a me issue, not a like one is better than the other. To be fair, the 18 tactics might be kind of strong. No, I have 2,000 health. That's bad. I could die at any moment. Let's do Celeste. I don't need it, but we could always swap out our gear. And we might have like a fun colorless weapon that we never see on tactics. Analog stick is assist mode for your thumb. To be fair, when I play fighting games, I play fighting games on D-pad. And I know people who play analog stick in fighting games specifically because you will destroy your thumb on D-pad in a fighting game. I think right now the most comfortable D-pad for me is PlayStation 5's D-pad. Wow, I lagged and almost got hit by the spike. But I know for a fact I was playing Street Fighter 6 and then at the end of the night, my thumb would be all calloused up. Like, it looks like I've been doing landscaping for years with how my hand was looking. V, I do landscaping and my hands are beautiful. You know what I mean. Playing Star Fury in tactics, but Star Fury in brutality is absolute power. I mean, I do it, but I play it like I play this right now. I use point blank and tranquility. Not tranquility. Always want to say tranquility. I use point blank and networking while brutality. I probably just don't know how to play without having these mutations. I was gonna jump down there. Go aggro me. Another one. Look at that damage. B, you have 19 tactics? No, I don't. That's a made-up number. That's a... No, it's fine. All right, for all my streamer hopefuls and streamer buddies out there, the #1 tip I always give for learning how to stream is just make yourself laugh. Like, if you can make yourself laugh, then at least, like, you got one person. If you can get any more than that, that's legendary hand hook. If you can get any more than that, that's icing on the cake. But if you can't make yourself laugh, then obviously it's becoming no good. Backpack, just in case I can't use this. All right, so we have some winners. People who voted on the Twitch stream. Melee confirmed, denied, and then approved. But what's the next legendary? All right, you all already know what this build's about to be. Raise your hand in the chat if you already know what this build is. We have hand hook. We're playing tactics. You already know what we're looking for. B, I've seen this build, it's busted. Cards is okay. But let's skip. Not door. Okay, now there's sickles in here. Just in case we don't get anything at all. You already know what the build is. Oh, baby. Oh, snap. B, don't do it to him. Not the swarm grenade with the hand hook. You already know what it is. Now, unfortunately, I'm going into Conjunctivious. This does not work on Conjunctivious at all. You're gonna have to suspend belief for like a little while. Technically, I could swap the Star Fury and just do Star Fury. That's probably the smart thing to do. B, did you see Maria's cat with hand hook? Shh. Shh. They don't give away the farm like that. Yeah, make him work for it. All right, I mean, I should honestly use the Star Fury for this fight. I really shouldn't use hand hook. I'm gonna check it just to see if I can move Conjunctivious at all, but I'm like 99% sure Conjunctivious does not move. Nice pile of bodies. Yeah, we've been working on that for a long time. Okay, I think that confirms we are not moving the monster at all. Oh my god, I forgot I had a shield. Crap. Rip no hit. That's the whole reason why I took the shield. Partly for this fight. Oh, Wormettes, though? Eh. It's alright. Alright. So, my bad. Owl does not work with hand hook. I mean, it's not that it doesn't work, but it doesn't do what I want it to do with hand hook, so we shall skip it. Slumbering Sanctuary. It's like always Slumbering Sanctuary incentive. What parry window you take is bigger, Dead Cells or Oblivion Override? I dare say that Dead Cells parry is easier than Oblivion Override. But I think the issue in Oblivion Override is there's a lot of lasers in that game. And like to parry a line rather than parrying like an actual missile coming at you is very, very different. Okay, so hand hook. It does have shoot arrows, but do you really want to use point blank just for that? I feel like the answer is no. We definitely need to live. And we're gonna use Instincto. I mean, you could do something simple like No Mercy. It's probably reasonable. Oh, Crow's Feet could have been good. Let's do that instead. Because I would like to have at least one tactics thing in here, if possible. At least make it pretend to be tactics, V. Come on. Give us something. All right. No need to roll it, I think. B almost has 1 extra biome's worth of scrolls. We're average right now. You gotta remember, like, the law of averages, you're gonna have a 20 tactics every other instance. So when you average that out, that means that we're actually not that far off. Yeah, that was really weird. That's how averages work, right? Math majors. Ideally, let's find the curse. I changed a line of code in Oblivion for 200 FPS. Peanut, was that you that said that it's a pro tip to change the FPS? In one of the YouTube comments? Another YouTuber 101. People tell you don't read the comments. Do read your comments. Like, there will be some troll in there. There will be some negativity in there. But honestly, like, the amount of value you get out of reading comments is incredible. A matter of fact, shoutouts to those of you who watched the Path of Exile video. I'm gonna assume that a lot of you all did not, because it's almost like a hidden video. But that experiment that I ran, that video is actually doing incredibly well. All things considering. I'm not a Path of Exile content creator. So to have literally any traction on the video is huge. So that video has like 60 comments on it, at least. And I've read every single one of them. And out of 60, I think only 3 of them are negative. I still feel really squishy, but it'll be okay. If you play Path of Exile 2, I'm gonna be your #1 fan. I'm worried about Path of Exile 2. I want to believe. I really do. I feel like the public sentiment is just so low right now. And like, I guess that's another issue, is that I really shouldn't only go with public sentiment on if the game is worth my time or not. That's kind of how you fall into the trap of you skipped an award-winning game because you fell for public sentiment. No crits? So chat, for those who like are looking at this build and are saying, V, why in the world do you have Swarm Grenade? If you use Hand Hook and then yeet a monster behind you, you actually crit if they hit worms. Now, are worms the best target for this? No. There are far better targets that I cannot seem to find. Staffy and Maria's cat are your 2 main objectives. Crap, I'm gonna have to take this curse after I do the button. That's really, really not fun. I don't think there's anything to the left, but I should check it. What skin is this? This is Death. I think this is 5 BC Death, as a matter of fact. Alright. Yeah, dead end. We're on our own. We now have to fight golems and all other kinds of crap. I felt that public sentiment for PoE 2 is quite good, especially on the videos that it put out with gameplay. So, okay. That's another problem, is that my public sentiment, my public is streamers and YouTubers that need the clicks, so they're gonna say that the game looks like trash. So, I know I'm talking as the horse himself, but you gotta be careful about having like the streamer be your for sure answer if you play the game or not, because it is very easy for a streamer to make a game look bad. And that's not always on purpose. Sometimes, like, you just don't do well with those kind of games. You could be playing Yakuza... No. Is it called Yakuza anymore? Infinite Wealth? Or did they change the name already? Either way, you could be playing Infinite Wealth and, like, you're a Fortnite streamer. You don't know anything about it. So are you gonna make the game look good? I hope you do if it's sponsored, but maybe you don't. And it's not necessarily your fault, it's you're a Fortnite guy. So I'm actually not doing the pull tech at all. They're just dying.
Ooh, we got the crit.
I told you, you didn't believe me. We got the crit and there's no walls. You thought I was lying. I'm the most trustworthy streamer you got. I wouldn't lie to you like that. Now, would I troll and say that this build's the top 3 build of all time? Yes. Is that a lie? No. It's just part of the bit. It's like you're a comedian. Did those things really happen to you? Well, it's a bit. I'm not gonna say I'm lying about what happened to me for the purpose of the joke. All I'm saying is that I have to embellish a little bit or else it's not funny. That's all. Hits too hard to show off. First world problem. I mean, technically, we don't have to use a tactics amulet. Right now, I have, I think, a 2-1. If I wanted to, I could use a triple amulet, get more HP, and then we'll still be, like, pretty much over on damage. Which is probably how you're supposed to play this if you're this strong. Every V build's a top 3? Thank you for that. That's a compliment. Now, then again, like, I've never had a YouTube commenter saying that, like, this build's kind of mid. I don't know if that's, like, people are being nice or the builds are actually good, but, like, we have these top 3 videos. I cannot remember a commenter saying that build 2 is kind of mid. Now, to be fair, if I wanted to pump out more top 3s, maybe that is the secret. Just make some mid ones. Oh, wait. Are we doing it wrong the whole time? Are you supposed to have builds that are mid? That way, like, the build at the end of the video is the best build. No, I feel like if you did that, they're gonna click out. By build 2, it's like, all right, all these builds are like garbage. Am I gonna trust him that build 3 you cannot skip? It's must see? I don't know. It might have been a scam the whole time. YouTube 101? It's hard out there, people. There's no formula. It's all theory, but it's fun to think about. If it easily clears the game, it's not mid. Yeah, I try my best to have a build where it's like, we have a bunch of issues that have been solved. So, like, this build right now, the issue is it doesn't kill Conjunctivius very easily. It works. Get destroyed. But I did have to swap the Star Fury. But we've had some top 3 builds where it's like, if you want to play this, don't go to Hand of the King. Go to Serpents instead. Thank me later. So maybe, like, you can't think of Dead Cells in a vacuum like that. Well, some weapons you probably can. But not all of them. Some of them are best used when taken to certain places. It's like best in class in these areas compared to this wolf trap and baseball bat killed every monster in the game.
Double hand hook. Double hand hook.
I don't think it works. That's what the combo looks like normally. This is double. I think it's only doing one and not the other. Yeah, if I swap and I don't get launch an arrow, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. What if it's this? Doesn't work. That's unfortunate. I mean, I would never do this in the first place. But I'm sure Susie wanted to see that. I play colorless mode 24/7 and there are some busted builds. My favorite is Tactics Tonfas. It's impossible to have a top 3 in colorless. There's too many combinations. I wonder if Tranquility works with purple bladed Tonfa. For those who don't know, Tranquility gives you bonus damage if you're out of range. But what's really happening is that there's like grace period when you're up close to a monster where the icon above your head falls off. So I'd be curious if like your jump in still gets the bonus of Tranquility. Obviously the combo won't, but maybe the jump in will. Let's check for spike traps. Okay, that's at least one monster. What about the other side? That's a shop. What the heck is this?
Cursed altar.
A gory display, frightening skull, maimed corpse, reversed cross, purple flames, 666. They got it all. These guys are pros. I respect it. New lore just dropped. Wake up, hun. Let's check for Staffy. I wonder if you use off-color... Oh, this is weapon shop anyway. I wonder if you try for off-color Maria's cat in place of the worms. I feel like that's not ideal, but cat is a lot easier to crit off of than the worms. Is this a new update? It's new as of... Was it November? Late November? This was definitely out in December. If you're cursed, don't try to parry stuff. Don't be like me. Alright, one more. Get destroyed. When is this update coming out? Frowny face. I wish I had an answer for you. I wish I could, like, comment and then pin to say, unfortunately, I know nothing more than you all do. For pretty much every topic. I know you all are looking at this and thinking, V, 27 tactics before the second boss? I'd say what you talking about. I see 2 brutality, 3 survival. My life is hanging by a thread. And that thread is a legendary hand hook with 27 tactics behind it. That's so visceral sounding. Did you all hear that? The worm splatting against the wall? That was like a R-rated splat right there. That's like John Wick. Why am I cursed? What? Was there a sore loser in there? I didn't even see it. So that's the best part about the update. You could die at so many random moments because you didn't know that there was a cursed monster inside of the mass that you were attacking. Ow.
20,000 damage.
That's the power of the wormette. Without the wormette, that was not possible. I mean, let's try for cat. We will assume that worms is always possible to get. Mushroom Boy. Well, no. Because Mushroom Boy runs ahead of you sometimes. I guess the worms do too. That... I mean, I have enough money. Imagine. This kills our Instincto. Like, we wouldn't even run Instincto in this setup. I won't sell it. Level 11. Ours is level 9. Okay. So I'm going to assume that this is not good. But what if it is? Oh my god! Where is he? Did I just yeet the Mushroom Boy? He fell off, right? Oh god. If I'm yeeting my own Mushroom Boy when it gets a monster collided with it, I'm gonna assume that's not good. He'll headbutt enemies before we get to hook them. Only one though, so if there's more than one, I legitimately could have died just then. Yeah, we aren't using the worms. Oh, is he too short? Like the rapper? Is Too Short still making music? $5,000. Oh, only a 200 HP bump. It's not great. I dare say Mushroom Boy is too short. I think that failed experiment would have been the crit. Let's go back. Yeah, thank you for answering each other's questions, by the way. Obviously, we got a lot going on right now, but always happy to have you all in here. After this Dead Cells segment, we're going to swap over to Oblivion Override. All on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So you all don't need to do like a redirect or anything weird like that. 30 tactics before the second boss? Is that a high number or nah? if I say it's a high number, no. If I say it's a low number, you won't believe me. If I say it's a high number, then I don't have a case. So I think you plead the fifth there. I'm just doing what the game has offered me. I'm not saying that the game is just making me strong. Like, I didn't just one-shot that. 5k to 6-1. I think that's fine. Even then, like, it's not a lot of damage difference between the one scroll. Like, I'm at 29, so that's pretty good regardless. And, like, maybe 1,000 health isn't even that good of a bump either, considering things hit for a lot more than that. But I'm hoping that even if one monster failed to kill me because of 1,000 HP, that's better than not. Like, I'd hate to end the run early because we had to take an L. Alright, so I don't think the giant can get yeeted by this. So I think we really want to go Timekeeper. Let's get this. And then I want to say we're good because I have a lot of money. Let's just peace out. We failed to get the no-hit on Conjunctivius, and that was like mostly my fault. Yeah, we can only do these two. I'm 90% sure Hand Hook works in this fight, as in it does move the boss. Cross tech. Throw the cross and then try to yeet Timekeeper into it. 30 tactics, holy moly. There's nothing there. You didn't see anything. Bonus to a stun target. I wonder if that counts as the yeet. Like, are they stunned while they're mid-yeet? Part of me thinks that Medusa's head with this is actually very strong. Hang on. You do that, get rid of Instincto because, like, cooldown reduction, we're not getting it as often as I would like. Boom. Boom. We'll bring in Disengage because I think we're possibly done with curses. Wait. Let him cook? Has V cooked today? No, I had oatmeal. Does that count as cooking? All right. Make sure you roll through so you get the electricity.
No.
You didn't have to do it to him like that. Her. You didn't have to do it like that. I mean, what can I say? Right? I told you as soon as we got the legendary hand hook, V, I already know what build this is. I already seen this before. No, you haven't. You haven't seen nothing. I have not seen that before. You think I saw this not oven axe, because I got right there. You think I've seen Medusa head with hand hook and actually knew it was gonna do that? No, I didn't. I was half trolling in the beginning. I knew about the worms, but that's about it. So I don't think you can go to Dracula's castle, even though it is incentive. I think if you want to use hand hook, it has to be Hand of the King. I think it does work against servants and queen though. So like technically I could go there. Legendary. Legendary. Legendary taunt? Jeez, come on. I could have literally had anything else. And like maybe I would have taken it. All right, for my Twitch viewers, new prediction is up. For my YouTube viewers, if you're interested in casting a prediction on what the next legendary will be, head over to the Twitch stream and you can cast your vote there. Take it? Technically, technically speaking, it's probably better than Sickle because it's 50% damage on the hand hook. The question is, like, does the hand hook's damage scale like as it's going through targets? Does taunt care about that? If so, it is actually pretty strong because it's a 50% bump on every single crit. If not, I'm a little worried that I wasted my time by taking that. What do you think about Dead Cells that makes it so fun? Is it the controls? Is it the mobs? Is it the weapons? Is it the variety? So a good buddy of ours, SD89, I believe he does have a YouTube channel. He talks a lot about gaming as a whole, especially indie gaming. And as you all know, right now, roguelikes and roguelites are like the best thing to happen to indie gaming since Stardew Valley. There's even Stardew Valley roguelites out there. So Dead Cells is basically like, if you want to think about a premier title, if you were an indie dev, what game are you going to try to emulate to get the best value? You're emulating Dead Cells. Now, is that always the best thing to do? I mean, hey, very successful game. How could it not be the right thing to do? And there's some really great things to emulate from Dead Cells. So number one, I would say, is weapon variety. If you take a game like Dead Cells, I have a hand hook that throws enemies behind me, a rolling head that petrifies enemies, pets that do a sickle that orbits my body and does critical hits if it hits enough targets and then eventually comes back, and there's shields, and on top of all that, I have mutations that's like kind of lock in the build a bit or give you defensive options. To be fair, most of this stuff is not from vanilla Dead Cells, which is a very important thing to remember. That thing's immune to hand hook. So in the case of like base Dead Cells, what makes it so great? I think weapon variety is one of them. Monster variety, you have to remember that monster variety doesn't really take off if you don't get out of prison quarters. if you're like a fresh install, you do prison quarters, you get to promenade, you die in promenade, you're back in prison quarters. I would not be surprised if that person... I thought I had the shield, my bad. I forgot all about that. I would not be surprised if that person would say that there's very little variety in Dead Cells. All I see are green zombies. And like a purple one that throws a grenade every now and then. Once they get to Promenade, then like, okay, there's green zombies, purple grenade throwers, but now there's this red guy that runs around. So I think the ramp up for monster variety might be a little slow in the beginning, but in the end, once you get into 5BC and you've experienced every different monster that the game offers, bats, demons, earthshakers, birds, skeletons, bombardiers, royal guard, guardian knight, like there's actually a plethora of monster variety. It's just like you gotta get through prison quarters to see that. Weapon-wise, I don't think I have to comment on weapons. It's very evident that there's a ton of weapons in the game. If someone was to say otherwise, I think they'd be lying. That being said, however, someone asked earlier about weapons being certain colors and how, dang, I wish some of this stuff was red. I think that might be a conversation to be had. Like, why does it necessarily have to be green, red, or purple? I think the fun part about it is the fact that, you know, you have colorless and legendary. So you can use an item that you really wouldn't be using. But what if there was no color at all, and it was simply melee versus ranged? So like you put all your points in melee, you get the same damage bonus from symmetrical lance or balance blade. What if it was melee ranged health? Then we're talking about, this is Dead Cells 1.0. In Dead Cells 1.0, they didn't have, no, not 1.0, I'm sorry, early access. Vanilla early access, we have that video up on YouTube right now. They didn't have red, purple, green. Instead, it was increase the stat. The stat is my health or skill damage. So, like, I don't think color choices is the best part about Dead Cells. Weapons for sure. Monster variety for sure. Let's talk about levels. I have seen people complain about the levels in Dead Cells, where it's promenade, no, it's prison quarters, and then it's promenade, and then what else? Ramparts. And if they die in ramparts, they might do the same thing over again. You, as an experienced viewer, you would say, well, they didn't go toxic sewers. And there's your problem. The variety's there, they just didn't go to where the variety was. Sometimes that's not the player, like the new install player's issue. Sometimes it's like a dev thing. What if it was a random biome? That sort of kills the Dead Cells build making portion, because a lot of times we go to specific biomes because that biome is best for that build. Like for example, if you were using ranged weapons, maybe you wouldn't go to Corrupted Prison as easily. Corrupted Prison, there's crabs, there's protectors. Not very easy to get off all your ranged gameplay that you want. So you would either choose to not go there, or you would take a different weapon. And I think that's part of the fun of Dead Cells. But for like a fresh install, when you died in Ramparts and then you go back the same route, then like biome diversity isn't super on the radar. It's an interesting thing to think about. Wow, thank you, Armadillo Pack. Of course, like music's 10 out of 10. Bosses. V, what are the best thing about Dead Cells? It's gotta be the bosses, right? Conjunctivius, Mamatic, Timekeeper. I dare say the Giant. It kind of depends on how far you are in the game. Hand of the King. Queen. All like amazing bosses. Like S tier, these are some of the best bosses in roguelikes. Concierge. Scarecrow. Servants. If you were to say, like, are those the best bosses of all time, especially Concierge, sometimes even the Giant, as I said, it depends on how much you've played the game. Those are not the greatest bosses of all time. Of course, I fight them because I have fun with the game. But if Concierge was like a little more dynamic, we have a hard mode Concierge now in Boss Rush. That fight's amazing. It's difficult. If they could find a way to scale it for different BCs, I think we could have a very interesting Concierge. But right now, our version of Concierge, the normal version, not very good. So that being said, like 7 out of 10 bosses are S tier. Average that out, V, that sounds like an S tier game to me. You're not wrong. It's just like we can't say that it's all roses. There is some stuff in there that could use some freshening up. Concierge is a good introduction to mechanics. Yes. And when do you think that we've got our fill of the introduction? Would 5BC be like a decent area that you could say, yeah, by now you've seen all you need to see from Concierge? The fight's not going to be any different. Remember, there was a time that I used to use Concierge as a training dummy for like top 3. I don't have to do that anymore because we have a literal training room. But there was a long time where I had to go into Concierge just to test out builds. Someone's asking how is tactics at 33, and you're not even using, hang on, Pioneer, he's not even using a triple purple amulet. How does he do it? He hacking? Is this custom mode? V, I see the wrench. You got some custom mode stuff turned on, don't you? No, it's only custom mode costumes. Randomized costume. Chat, do you all know how many challenge rifts we got? I don't think we got a bonus curse. I'm like 99% sure we did not. Was it 3 challenge rifts? Only 2? Oh, okay. I know what happened. Pioneer, there's a theory out there. Don't forget the cheese. I know. My bad. There's a theory out there where, depending on what your stats were when you leave prison quarters. Imagine that you left prison quarters and you were 113. Prediction ended. No, this is... We already did the 2 predictions. This is the next one for possibly, like, Hand of the King. Oh, rapier. Right. Thank you. Wow, and you're a nay? Holy crap. DJ, you're losing money by being an honest individual. That's incredible. Chat, can someone give me an exclamation point EZ for DJ? They didn't have to do that. I plumb forgot. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So imagine there's a theory out there where the game says that you are 113. 3 points in survival. Technically 2 points. Wasn't there a legendary taunt? That was the boss reward. So that was the skill. And I did that because I know it was 90% on the first prediction. Then it swapped to 190 for the second prediction. That was the taunt. Okay, so back to the story. So imagine that you're 113. The game says you are playing survival. If we give you too much survival, you will be too strong. So the game instead gives you a bunch of tactics. Oh, wow. Rip no hit. The Medusa's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Where are my worms at? Is he deleting my worms? What a weird fight. He's blocking my Medusa. All right. So yeah, what I ended up doing was I did exactly that. I said, game, I'm playing survival. I have this survival amulet that's making my stats. I think I was technically 313 at the time. I don't think I had any points in tactics. So the game said, this guy, he's trying to make a busted survival build. So why don't we give him all tactics items? Tactics stats. Nothing but tactics stats. He's gonna be so mad. Come to find out, I was playing tactics the whole time, the long con. Now I'm 533.5 with a 111 amulet. So what we did was we had the game assume we would go one color in the beginning, and then we swerved into a different color. Now, I do see a lot of people speaking, I don't know, is that Arabic in the chat? I don't know what it is, but either way, like, we try to keep it English only if possible. I know you're excited to see other people who speak your language, but we don't want to leave the rest of our audience questioning. Please and thank you. All right, so final area. How do y'all feel about the Medusa? Do we need Medusa, or can I go back to shield? I'm probably not hitting the Medusa button enough, to be honest. It's Turkish, thank you. Turkish, not Arabic. I am an American. If you think that I know anything besides American English, the answer is no. And that's not a you issue, that's an American issue. All right, relax, people. Asking questions about achievements and stuff. Well, thank you for doing that. Like I said, worst case scenario, you know, it's something that we don't allow in the chat, and I can't see what it is, so I can't action it. But that is very, very nice of you to help out your fellow viewer. Oh, wow. Wall climb with hand hook. It's like really weird. I mean, what's nice about Medusa is it kind of stops these long hallways of monsters with issues. But now I have stuff that like shields itself. and shields other monsters, and Medusa just bounces off of it. It's good for anti-Shantae. Did not expect that. Game's trolling. %100%. Alright, so we have the Wormettes. We could still bring in Lil Staffy. I don't think Kitty Cat is the way to go. Alright, we got Staffy. Let's wait. We'll bring in Staffy for the boss, because I think I need the sickles for the biome. Dang. Well, okay, now I'm glad I got all the extra health. It's only 9k, still not a very good number. But I'm making a few too many mistakes, and I think we got the buffer to play with. I have enough money to buy a health flask, too. Health flask is 60%, so should just heal now. We get full value. I want to get all achievements in Dead Cells, but it's very difficult. What do I suggest? What's the difficult part about it, Pioneer? And I'm not saying that it's easy. I just don't know what's the problem to be actioned first. Nice bird. Someone in the chat earlier said, please no birds. I bet that gave them nightmares just then. This is more HP. We're at 11,000 now. It did give you nightmares? What's the thing? I'm having a brain fart right now. What's the thing where, like, you're asleep, but you're not really asleep? Like, you know you're asleep, but you can't move? And people say, like, when they see something scary, oh, that's, like, the thing that you see. Sleep paralysis. Yeah, yeah. Bird is my sleep paralysis demon, was the joke I was going with. And not, like, a V2. I was not anywhere near that. I measured that peck myself. Like, I was actually in the lab with a ruler, because we didn't have frame data in Dead Cells. With a ruler on my monitor, I measured how far out that peck goes. And that was an extra long peck. You think I'm lying? No one in the chat can say I deserve to get hit by that. What would I change about Ice Bow? With Medusa's head existing, why would you play Ice Bow at all? So, the advantage that Ice Bow would have had was a long-range freeze that Frost Blast cannot do. The other advantage of Ice Bow is that you can combine it with Acrobati Pack to use, like, any weapon that's a bow with CC behind it. Crowd control. Nowadays, everything I just said is the same on Medusa's head, just Medusa goes across the ground. So you would think, oh, Medusa cannot hit Shantae, but I can just do this. So, I do believe there's a little bit of a scenario where Medusa's head does everything that Ice Bow wants it to do. You lived? And they kind of like are in the same niche at the same time. Long range crowd control. So we gotta figure out like how to make them different from each other. I think right now, what we're missing out on in like the ice field is bonus. Well, okay, we're not missing bonus damage to frozen target because we have ice crossbow. So that exists too. So I think Ice Bow, to say it lost its identity, I don't know if we necessarily need an Ice Bow. Now, to be fair, like we have people saying, well, I'm a mobile player. I don't have Medusa's head. That's from DLC. So in that case, like, okay, maybe Ice Bow is just the 0 BC version of Medusa's head. Like you get it in the very beginning until you get Medusa's head, then you evolve to never use Ice Bow again. A little unfortunate, right? Cheese me. And then we'll get the health flask, which should be down here. So what do we need is the question. I have a monster that's frozen. Maybe... like, I'm thinking of something that does bonus damage somehow. Doesn't have to be bonus damage necessarily. It needs to do something on a frozen target. Maybe also extend the freeze. So like permafrost, for example. So like if Ice Bow did functionally good damage, like let's say it was about as strong as a quick bow, but what it does is permafrost. As in like a monster that's already frozen stays frozen for longer. So that way, like you're using Ice Grenade, you throw that out, and then you pelt it. I forgot Staffy. It's fine though. We have one pet already. You pelt it with the arrows and it's taking like extra damage and won't unfreeze. Of course, you have to balance that around bosses somehow. That's probably the most difficult part. We don't do any statuses, right? We could maybe roll for poison. Dang. I don't think we need Armadillo Pack. What would I take instead? Emergency Triage. Triage, Disengage, Crow's Feet. Okay, we got the Toxic. Poison, poison. Oh, I could be going for bleed the whole time? I didn't even remember. I think someone asked me about what does the legendary of Handhook do? I didn't answer the question. Apparently it makes the victim bleed. Bonus the bleeding target. Okay, we got something here. Yo, Pete here. First time chatter, welcome. Asking, do I think it's possible to beat 5 BC with only Vine Rune? I think the answer is no. Because to beat 5 BC, you have to go to the Giant. And to get to the Giant, you have to have Teleport Rune. So I think it's a no. Now, if you could somehow go to, like, Dracula and beat 5 BC on Dracula, maybe. Wow, we got the spoiler. That could be something. All right, chat. We are on the boss. This is spoiler content. If you don't want to see the spoiler, back out now. Come back in about, ooh, it might even be like 10 minutes because there's a cutscene after this that's gonna be pure spoilers. So I apologize, but if you want to see it, that's on you. But this is gonna be good. Here we go, boss time. Back again for the medicine. You can go to 5 BC doing just Dracula's. I believe Queen and Dracula give you boss cells. Do they give you the 5th boss cell to access it? I don't know. It could be that they don't, and you can only get up to 4 BC. I had a pop in my headphones just now. My worms! I mean, we got 2 sips. I think that's legit. I guess this is why you need cooldown reduction. Because, like, I don't have enough wormettes. Dang. Mistimed it. Quick sip. Kill him before he does anything. Ooh. Ooh. He called me a baka. That's like, that was good. I feel like weaving in the Medusa, because like you're also moving the monster, and he's not stopping his meteor attacks. I think you could actually be like kind of difficult there. Sickles are nice for energy ball and tornado attacks. Oh, because you're doing the dodges, so it's cool to like get the actual attacks in there. All right, as I said, there's spoiler texts and spoiler cutscenes coming up, so cover your eyes. I never noticed how cool these tiles are. At last, it's over. What a waste. Oh, I told you all look away. I shouldn't be reading it, right? Spoilers. Shh. I'll tell you when you can open your eyes for those who are avoiding spoilers, but don't look yet. Don't look. Oh, wow. It kept the head. That's extremely interesting. Did character design dev do that on purpose? Oh, it's glitched. You all see that? That's the skin I was using earlier. I don't think it's supposed to do that. All right, character design dev. Honestly, it doesn't really not match for it to be glitched like that. I think that's kind of adding to it a little bit. Kind of cool, kind of cool. But I'm sure that wasn't done on purpose. Oh, it just kicks you out. I expected to go back into the sewers. I didn't know that. All right, you can look now. Spoilers done. Wow, what a build. That was a 10 out of 10 experience. I'm just going to hop back into prison quarters just so I can talk. So we had Queen Sword, which was actually working very well. We swapped over to Star Fury with Wings of the Crow. Very, very good. Eventually, we got a hand hook legendary. And like, once I saw that, I immediately knew what the build was going to be. Hand hook plus pets. You drag bosses through the pets each pet it hits does critical damage. That's like hidden technology that I don't even know if Battle Dev meant to do that. But it exists, and I really hope it doesn't go away. So you pull enemies through pets, it does critical damage. We got Medusa's head at some point. Medusa's head, I even think, makes the monster heavier, so we don't yeet it as far. And then I almost think it does bonus damage while they're petrified. I think petrify is different than stun, where the monster either like moves differently when it's pushed, or it takes bonus damage from push, one or the other. So we got that plus the hand hook. We still kept the sickles. The sickles aren't bad. They were always doing damage. And then we ended up killing the final spoiler boss. No damage taken. Easy clap. Looked beautiful. If you like what you saw, call it a busted build. Leave a comment. Leave a like. How many likes do we have? All right. We have 44 likes. If I can have 50 likes from the viewers over on YouTube, I would appreciate that very, very much. Is Toothpick a kill rhythm thing? I don't think it is. Unfortunately, that doesn't help with the charge mechanic. If you're gonna use Toothpick, I think you're better off learning how to hold the charge like you do with Katana. All right, 51 likes. Wow, you say it and they do it. That's awesome. Someone asked if we're gonna do another run. We are not. We are going to next game it, which is something we do very often. We play a lot of roguelikes around here. We're gonna next game it over to Oblivion Override. Fantastic new 1.0 release. One of many 1.0 releases over like this month. Right now, we're in 3BC in Oblivion Override. And the game is honestly extremely intense right now. I'm really surprised that I died in 3BC. I was swimming through the game. But this is what we're playing until Oblivion Override. We have Go Mecha Ball that I think we're going to play on the Twitch stream on Tuesday. And then Wednesday is Blaze Blue, and then we have other controller. And then we have Steam Next Fest. Did I play Anomaly Agent? I did not. I do not know what Anomaly Agent is. It sounds like it's a Persona game or something like that. Like a summon AI or a 7 doors, 7 keys, 7 secrets. Is that the name of the game? Somebody knows what game I'm talking about. There's 3 sevens. That's all I know. Sorry, I have to set up. Oh, is it because we're on the wrong scene? Oh, okay. Hit me up with that YouTube link. Can someone do exclamation point? Oh, hey, low. That's what I'm talking about. All right, please capture properties. There we go. Play Kill the Crows? Is that a roguelike game? Right now, like, we're really big on action roguelikes, even though, like, Path of Exile and League are definitely something. For those who have not seen Oblivion Override, we have a full vid on that. We have a 5 things I wish I knew also. I'm surprised I did that. What I need to do is I need to unlock Lee. I need to play Crimson too. My Crimson is a little sus. That's the basic character in the game. But for some reason I have a really low win rate on Crimson. We have a decent amount of meta so far. Grease Fire. Apply burn with each attack for 5 seconds after the ricochet returns. Weapon skill damage up when HP is full. Imagine having full HP. Weapon skill damage on bosses and on guarded enemies. We might be able to do practice sword. Yeah, Crimson with practice sword is probably the way to go, because Crimson gets bonus cooldown reduction on each of your skills. We're saving 20 to unlock Energy Station. But yeah, for those who haven't seen this game, this is about as close to a Dead Cells-like as it gets. Like, there's a lot of action roguelikes like out there. There's a lot of Metroidvanias. There's a lot of Roguevanias. Some of them kind of touch on Dead Cells' core battle gameplay. A lot of them don't. And I think this is probably the closest. Oh no! He's dead! We got Lee. A driver chip containing Lee's core processing. Activate at the console. I thought I had to talk to him. I didn't know he just dies. Rip. Can we get some Fs in the chat for Lee? Gone too soon. Oh, we have to remember the cooldown. Wow, that hits above? Wow! It's like a boss! Oh my god, it actually turns direction? Bonus damage while you're full, where? Alright, so that's a new enemy for me. On 3BC, there's a lot of enhanced enemies. And they're all, like, really evil, too. Alright, we gotta get our health back. That was gnarly. Enigma chip is a random effect. Skill damage. Alright. This is a Giga Chad game. No, I think it starts in 2BC. 1BC, not to say it's easy, but I didn't start dying until 3BC. Eat that. I took a look at a good buddy of ours, Loot or Die, was playing some Oblivion Override, and I saw he died in whatever the max difficulty is. It might be 7 rather than 5BC. And I don't say I compare myself to other people, but sometimes I feel bad when I die about really any game. So I'll go into my fellow colleagues' videos and streams and hope that they are dying as much as I do. Not being toxic, is just that I need to know that I'm not alone. Things out here playing Tekken 6. Did I say 6? I meant 8. Alright, crap. I lost the bit. Alright, soon we'll have more stuff. I know it looks like I'm only doing the same things. Oh, we have a level up. Ideally, we want skill stuff. I'll take the defenses. Drop thermal bomb when you dash. Pulse after a skill cooldown ends. You can consider grabbing that. I died to the last boss in 1BC. Yeah, that makes me think of RoboQuest. I couldn't get past the first boss in RoboQuest. This is... We still don't have the battery for that NPC. Yo, V, if I told you I mean Aurelia, would you hate me? No, Aurelia to me is like, I like mechanical expression. in my video games. Now, if you were to tell me that I main Teemo in League of Legends and I'm abusing it because Malignance is OP right now with Teemo shrooms, then, like, perhaps we would be on a different conversation. That's the first time that's not been a mimic for me. This looks like the same developer. Sorry, as what game, Raydra? As Dead Cells? If so, the answer's no. This is this dev's first game, actually. And I had to fact check that yesterday, I think. Ah, the freaking bee. Oh wow, the drill continues. This game does not have health pots, by the way. I was gonna say, I have 7 stacks of Aijutsu, which is giving me bonus damage. It's... What is it? Blade Arts, 10% chance to increase Laijutsu's damage, so our skill, which is the dash, does extra damage. Which is good. Like, we have 7 stacks already, that's great. But we need to, like, stop taking damage. Smashing Fist, a powerful fist comes down on 2 random enemies. That is my R2 button. Just making it a little bit stronger. It's 10 points, so very cheap. Watching non-full screen on mobile. Hard to tell. Shout out to my mobile viewers out there. Shout outs if you're watching this on like a smart TV. YouTube and Twitch, no, not Twitch. YouTube gives me that information. I don't think Twitch does. I have like a non-zero number of people watching on their smart TVs. Little YouTuber 101. If you have a lot of viewers, and they're mostly watching on televisions, rather than doing like the subscribe reminder where it's like subscribe and click here, instead make it a QR code. Because like they're in their chair. They're not at their computer. They don't have access to something to just go and hit a subscribe button. But if you give them a QR code, then that might be legit. I'm watching on smart TV, on YouTube, and chat on mobile. Okay, now you're living in 2030 right now. Holy crap. Oh, I don't have iframes on my dash. Well, I do it on Aijutsu, but not on Smashing Fist. We gotta be careful about that. I really don't want to heal myself if I have the option of max HP instead. All right, we're doing 421 with our skill. Crap, I missed. If I was full HP, it'd be doing even more. All right, set down. Be dropping all sorts of content, meta on this stream, interesting to listen to. All right, we're up to 431. So like I mean, I'm trying to do well on YouTube and Twitch. So like I try my best to theorize it. Are the theories 100% sound all the time? Probably not, but this is what I have to think about. And I enjoy it, like don't get me wrong. I actually had a conversation with one Sinnoh Beats about content creation, and it's incredibly fun to do that. I can get more HP than that, I think. Respawn once with max HP after death. Weapon skill damage when your HP is low. I think we're okay without. We'll keep the sword, even though I feel like the sword's a little lackluster. I did not think that would be a $300. I might have screwed up. Chance to throw a weak ricochet when hitting an enemy. Wait, is that legit? We're doing skill right now. You can block evolutions at shopkeeper. Is that a thing we want to do? Because, like, I feel like that is playing custom mode, and I don't know if I'm ready for custom mode in Oblivion Override. But if you're saying no, V, it's like you're playing Vampire Survivors. You don't want garlic to show up if you're going all out repeat and projectile speed. You need to be able to control it a little bit. Yo, Dope King, good to see you. Yeah, I feel like we're only getting a 10 damage buff on our Aijutsu. It's like not very much right now. I don't know what we're missing, because I know for sure I've gotten a lot of damage out of this thing before. Nice parry. Like 11 stacks seems like a lot. Attack up, enemies have a chance to drop an energy crystal. Smashing fists can break guard. That's actually really good. Rupture enemies attacking you while you have a shield. Gain extra shields. Dash inherits your attack damage. Damage against bosses and enemies with guard. Always take Fatal Blow. I think it's actually pretty strong. Maybe we try for once not doing that. Okay, this is what we actually need. Cooldown reduction on our skills. Hypertension's gonna be nice. Yeah, we need scale damage. Skill crit. That's a thing. Cast on crit sword. Sucker. All according to Keikaku. What in the world is this? This is new content. I mean, the game just released in 1.0, so everything is new content, technically. I've never seen that before. Oh, we're hitting. Big monster? I dodged way too late. Did it buff itself? I've never seen that animation. Is it taunting me? There we go. What do you all think it was doing? Like, it was scaring me, I can say that much. Enhanced Bolt. Arc normal enemy that attacks you. We're gonna try to skip that. I think there's better executes we can take. %12% chance to increase your attack and attack speed when you trigger and execute. After X hits, the next attack executes enemies, killing those without guard. If it's against a guard or boss, you deal extra damage. So 12% chance to increase your attack speed when you trigger execution, which can happen like on a number of hits. Interesting. I guess technically you want a weapon that can do many attacks. Like many hits of an attack. I'm gonna go with the max HP. Like, you probably are supposed to heal there. Especially going into content I've never seen before. Survival. With elite monsters too. I mean, we can farm light jutsu off this. The freaking bees. Dang. Oh, is it a time limit to kill monsters? That was XP. Does anyone know what this mechanic was? Because it looks like it could have filled up a lot more than it did. Is it like it's timed? So it started off at 100 and then it counted down? Is that what happened? Oops. Yeah, we have execute tech. Crit damage as HP drops on the monster. Might have to skip that. Faster you kill, the more you get. Okay, I thought it was survival instead. Hey, I got the 300 bucks we needed to heal myself. That's big. Calculated, by the way. Looks good. Oh crap, we have to cancel the prediction from Twitch because we did not get another legendary. I don't know if we have predictions besides win or lose on Oblivion Override. And I feel like I'm not confident enough to do a prediction on win or lose. And I know that's like backwards. You would think, V, yes, the game you die to is the game you should do a prediction on if you die or if you don't. All right, reforge. We're gonna get rid of the bonus while you're full. So we lock blade art. And then we reforge this. Weapon damage for 6 seconds while you're healing. I think that's what that says. Weapon damage 20% when your HP is low. Did I just screw myself? I'm full now. I want something basic. Yo, morning, sir. Shar Aznable? Red Comet. Take me out of here, please. You have no idea what happened here. It's my 3rd day here. Everything was okay at first, despite the drunkards making trouble. I took care of them easily, because that's what I do. Security, you know? But at 12:30 or sometime around, some eerie signals came out of nowhere. And it was just like this when I came to my senses. See those guys behind there? They're just chilling, drinking, singing. And they just froze up. Someone cut their power supply. It scared the crap out of me. I mean, what happened? And for some reason, the alert level was raised throughout the base. I can't stay here any longer. Get me out of here, please. I got a first class when I graduated. I could be your personal security guard if you get me out. What do you say? Ah, thank you. Here's a little gift. Ooh. Mr. Bond. We still don't have the battery to recycle. This is a place of chaos. The weak should be eliminated. Are you also trying to break through the Oblivion Override? But you look special. Some sort of virus? Intriguing. Is this a mecha I don't have? You've got a dangerous chip in your body. How about you give it to me? Oh wait, I have to fight this guy? I thought this was a character you could be. Wait, this is like a literal me. Yo, we might get that 30% extra damage while you're low after all. PvP mode? We're gonna try to hide in the corner. Like, I don't know what he's doing. Roguelike Tekken. Oh, sick dodge. I got hard red. So the execute's not that bad. I thought it would be very, very lackluster because we only do single hits. There we go. Took half my HP away. I did see Actual Sense getting PvP, but I think it's if you're playing co-op, you can go into dual mode. I don't think it's like online matchmaker. Yo, we got the new character, Thundario. I've actually never used that character before in early access, so that's very cool. So I just got Jin, I just got that. That, I think, is all the mecha. I think I have them all now. Execute is good with the shield talents. Shield as in, like, the orange bubble I have, or shield as in blue shield. Finally, you're here. Feels like ages. So this character wants me to lose HP to get a bunch of money. I think that's worth it. 250 bucks. A wise choice indeed. This is basically an elite monster. As a standard enemy. Something hit me. That hit me. I had someone in YouTube comments ask me, like, does the monster variety change? Because, like, in 0 BC, just like Dead Cells. Ow. In 0 BC, like, I'm buying the same stuff over and over again. It's like, as soon as you get out of 0 BC, trust me, it's gonna be different. Sick. Crit damage, money, dashes up. Okay, this is the other piece. So now we have skill damage up and cooldown reduction. Attacks can apply rupture. Enemies in rupture fall into debilitation with their attack being decreased. Oh, dang. I couldn't figure out what they wanted me to do there for a second. I do have one Death Defiance, by the way. I'd say right now, I feel like I'm pretty proficient at the game, but I do take a lot of hits. So I think defensive stuff is pretty smart to take. You can also, like, increase the amount of healing you get from drops. And then you can just straight up increase the amount of drops that occur. So even though like I was pretty low earlier, we got options. I wonder if that could have hit me. My little drone. It's hitting. It just killed the bubble. Yeah, cut that out. We're up to 500 damage. I need you to get from over there. I want to say damage-wise, we're kind of okay. Armor that reloads could be legit. I feel like I never see that. I think it's part of the synergy, right? Or maybe it's not the synergy, maybe it's the evolution, like the completed evolution. Dang, it ran away. I like the idea of monsters that run away from you. I don't think we have anything like that in Dead Cells, do we? Oh, you're invulnerable. Gotta get rid of all the trash. Way too many bullets. Okay. I do notice I press down jump to down slam, which is not the button in this game. It's a dash. Like down dash is what you want. Tentacles, but not really. Yeah, I guess that's it. It's like a monster that exists on the entire platform. When an enemy dies near you, gain 5 shield. Crit damage up by 7%. Resets whenever you do a crit. Stacks up to 10 tiers. What do I need? I need one of these. Alright, so low HP gives you damage. Skill damage up. I think that's the next thing we take. Attack up versus bosses, 40%? Holy crap. Burn damage, last hit of cross slash stays. But I don't know if I care for the skill. Spear attack and skill damage up in the air. Adds belligerence? This could be legit. We just have to always jump when we do our skill. I need money. The magistrate. Oh, yeah, that's a good example. That one and the casters do definitely run away from you. And those are old monsters. That's not new tech either. Yeah, like, I always think that we're missing stuff in Dead Cells, but we're kinda not at the same time. We have a lot of stuff. But then again, you know, it's like a 5-year-old game, so that's like comparing Binding of Isaac Repentance, some of the other stuff out there. Be brave and keep going, my friend. Ooh. Wait, is this always available to me? Or is this RNG? Because that's huge. Crit rate after using skills. Shoot a boomerang when you land a crit. No! Bro! There's some objects on the map too that when you break them, they give you money. I don't know if it's everything is breakable and will give you money, so I don't know if it's worth it to do it. I think like as you walk, if you could just tap square every now and then, it's probably decent. Like maybe $10 per biome, which is not nothing. Yeah, like I think I just got money. Once you level up Smashing Fist, it's so satisfying. As a matter of fact, the build right now has become extremely satisfying. It was a little slow to start off with. I hate this thing. I'm running. No, it chases. Wow. Please. It was about to do Laijutsu. It was taking my skill. Is there something hanging from the ceiling in that long hallway with the 4 waterfalls? Probably. Is it something that you can actually interact with? It may not be. That's that one, right? We'll find a teleport. The fact that the lightning bolt actually does, like it interrupts the monster sometimes, that's like really nice. Tinted scroll fragment. There's a light bulb. I don't see anything else though. Shoutouts to the dev who decided that light bulb should be breakable. Because like you would think, oh, you gotta go up there. And then they give you a little bit of something up there. Of course it doesn't do anything, but at least you got something for your efforts. We're not gonna break this because we're gonna put it towards, yeah, we're gonna put it towards the spear. I have enough money now. Hopefully this isn't a throw. I think I like this spear. Music reminds you of Katana Zero. That's a compliment, right? People like Katana Zero. I have 2 stacks of something. I don't quite know what it is. All right, so remember, every time we use the skill, we have to do it in the air to get the bonus damage. Oh, snap. I can miss. All right. Not a problem. Yeah, the last part does as much damage as 1 hit of Laijutsu. So I think we made the right choice. I think there's a secret room in the upper right area. I move so fast, how can I keep up? Thank you. Oh wow, yeah, that does less damage. She can do that up top? I missed. Oh wow, I came out of the tube and took the damage. Mistimed it. Wow, she was actually pretty tanky. Funny enough, that's the normal version of that mini boss. That's not even the hard mode version. I'm surprised they gave me a regular version. We'll get the enhancement. After using mecha skills, skill damage increased. And now we have skill damage up and cooldown reduction. Smashing Fist no longer penetrates monsters with guard. What that means is that it's gonna like trail them with me and do all the damage. Oh, but, however, free 100 shield. I think that's good. All right, secret area in the upper right. So up here. B, you moved so fast. Nah, not there. So, like here on the right. Secrets. I don't mind checking if you happen to recognize a way to portray where that is. Mistook it. Okay. As long as we got the area you were thinking of. That's all that matters. I expected that to be a monster with guard. Alright, boost me? I always go for boost, almost 99% of the time. It's like max HP in this game is so important because there's no healing. Well, there's no health pot, I should say. Alright. Do I have guides planned? I would love to have more guides for this. Right now, I have a 5 things I wish I knew. But that's it. There's a little bit of a timing piece to it. Like, I just... Right now, as of this second, I have so many games that I'm working on. But yes, I would like to make guides for Oblivion Override. Of course, I would like to get to the final difficulties and stuff, too. I don't think there's anything in here after you get Lee. All right, so shop. Get our health back. See if there's anything. Oh, there's nothing cheaper. If you do the reroll, it just ends up being the same weapon. All right. All the info on YouTube is 7 months old. That is true. I did try to articulate that the 5 things I wish I knew should still be relevant. But you're right. Like, it's cool to have stuff in time with 1.0. All right, so we have random bosses now. Restore HP after a kill. Lock this. Attack up. That's fine. It was free anyway. I want to say I'm pretty good at this boss. The only issue is that it's such a low-profile boss, I don't think I can jump. Oh, I can. I still go through. That hits. Hitbox OP. Dang. I actually pressed circle there, but was way too late. Ooh, change it up. Brawly? Super Saiyan 3 Brawly? No, he doesn't go 3, right? I just wait for the ding. I don't try to predict it. Command grab? Ooh. Dang. I didn't know what attack he was doing. Alright, another loop. Honestly, this boss isn't like super bad if you loop it. Like, cause he didn't have an OP build. Because like once you get used to this boss in general, I think it's a pretty decent fight. What game is this? This is Oblivion Override. A new roguelike that's been in early access is now out in 1.0. Spare tire. Damage versus bosses. Damage versus enemies with guard. Possibly legit, considering, oh, it's a 16-second cooldown. That's way too long. We need short cooldowns. What a satisfying sound that makes. Dash recovery. What do we want? Probably a reroll. Ooh, airdrop. Because I'm going into an area right now, I think you take this. Even though it was like 20 XP, we're gonna get an airdrop, which might give us money for a relic that we couldn't get prior. At least I'm hoping that's legit. What platform is Oblivion Override on? Huh. I should know this information. I really do. Okay, Oblivion Override. It's definitely on Switch. It says it's on Switch and Windows. At least on Google it says that. So take that what you will. I'm playing on Steam right now. All right, so third biome. This one has an enhanced boss. Wow, I thought I one-shot that. I still don't know if I need to be breaking those. I think back in the day, if you broke them, it turned the map into hard mode, but it doesn't seem to do that. Maybe if you fail to break it, the map turns into hard mode. Like it alerts all the enemies. I guess when it comes to an action roguelike, I would expect the opposite. Like you do things and the game becomes harder as a result. You're still alive? I literally took it into the combat room. You didn't know they could be broken? Since no damage numbers appear, this is later game. Like, it does not break by default. You know, I could probably use down slams don't cost energy if I have aerial attacks like this. Because then I could like down slam out of that. I don't know if you really can. I'm spamming down circle. Oh, did we not get the airdrop? I took it, right? You would know the airdrop if you saw it. I don't think I got it. Is this roguelike with meta progression like Dead Cells, or is it roguelite that you just go in and get random good stuff? It is definitely more like Roguevania Dead Cells, where there are blueprints, but then also it has this Hades element for like actually doing the run. But then you get currency to make your character stronger. Like, is it more like Hades? It's a mix. It has some stuff that's unlocked via meta. And then it has some like attack up, health up, crit up. That's also meta. So it has both dark meta, which is like the attack up, health up, crit rate. It has that, as well as unlocking areas of the map, or unlocking your Death Defiance, or unlocking certain NPC interactions, rerolls, and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully that answers the question without making it more confusing. Burn. This is mark on enemies if you get hit, which we have shield technology. This gives us more HP and more regen. Regen is basically getting your health back. We might be okay off that. Yo, Loot, good to see you. Loot's raiding over on the Twitch stream. Loot, I know you're on final difficulty for this game. Right now I'm playing on a fresh file, but I never did difficulty climbing in early access. You know how it is. It's like I just do not have the time to play everything I want to play. But how did you do in the game today? Are you enjoying the final area for 1.0? Chance to lose? No, lose 100 for sure. Chance to gain 400. Let's wait. We'll leave the health as like a marker. I play a lot of these roguelikes, and it's wild that they don't release them on anything but mostly Switch and PC. Yeah, I don't know if that's like a thing. Like someone did the data, and yes, there are indeed more people on Switch. It doesn't say what the cooldown is on home run. But I guess those affixes aren't great for us right now. Let's get a shout out for Loot. Good friend of the stream. Does play a lot of roguelikes as well. Also a big fan of Metroidvanias and Soulsborne. Good to see you either way, Loot. This stuff is... I mean, I could re-roll. This gives weapon XP and skill damage. Exactly what we want. Wait. Hammer time. Okay. Oh, that may have been skill damage. Full clear max difficulty with every character except Conte. Yeah, Conte I die with too much. Final biome is cool visually. Feels a little bit weird having a bunch of rooms. It's so hard. Like, I could not understand how indie devs do anything at all. Wow, I was looking at chat. So right now, there's what I call Roguevanias, and then we have short form roguelikes, like a Hades, maybe even a Skull the Hero Slayer, a game where the combat is in just a room. And every time anyone talks about one or the other, there's as many people who hate it. So like there's as many people who hate Dead Cells open design as there are people who hate Skull the Hero Slayer fight in a box. Or Hades fight in a box. Like, I've seen just as much people say, please stop the combat, or else I'm gonna skip everything, as there are people who say, please let me go as fast as I want. Don't stop my momentum, please. And I have no idea which one is the answer. Like, if a dev reached out to me and say, V, we're making our new action roguelike game, we need to figure out, do you want us to stop combat or not? I legitimately don't have an answer, because I don't want to be the one to, like, make a negative review. So this is our example of you're locked in a box. Now, not all boxes are created equal. Sometimes it's like Binding of Isaac. It's a box, but the box is like fun to look at visually. Sometimes it's like, what's the game? Voidigo. Voidigo, it's a box, but it's like a living environment at the same time. I guess Nuclear Throne would be the same deal. It's a box, but it has landscape to it. But I'm telling you all, I see the same amount of people say the same thing where I'm gonna skip every monster. Now it's up to the dev to figure out how to make it incentivized to not skip. Like, let's take Dead Cells for example. If you skip every monster in Dead Cells, you're gonna have less cells and less blueprints. So in the end, like, you are incentivized to full clear because you want stuff, right? You have phones, right? But I think what also happens in the Dead Cells environment, especially old Dead Cells, when we had, like, the scrolls behind the time door, in Dead Cells, we have time doors. And we have nothing telling the player that, hey, you skipped the scroll. Perhaps you will do more damage if you decide to get all the scrolls on the map. Execution grants 10% of your current shield. As damage? The way that reads is that it gives you shield. Which is sick, I'll take it if it does. If it just adds damage, that's fine too. We need damage. But you all get the idea, right? Isaac allows you to bomb doors if you want, but they only do that for speedruns. I don't think there's a person who says that I can't stand Binding of Isaac locking me in, so I'm gonna use a bomb to get out and just fight the boss. I don't think that... I mean, I guess anything can happen, but I would not bet money that the average Isaac enjoyer bombs the doors. Except for speedrun purposes. It adds to shielding. That seems strong. So like every 11 hits on a boss, I get shield. I mean, you need strong things in this game because I think it's very easy to get yourself killed. Whoa, hello. in the world did you come from? HP up, max HP down until you get only 100 HP. Dracula's Cape. Didn't this used to have a synergy? Dracula's Cape plus Dracula's Heart, right? I have Dracula's Heart. Did they remove the synergy? Maybe they figured that you're not gonna skip it regardless. They're not gonna say, oh, I don't have Dracula's Heart, so let me skip the cape. So why bother, like, making a synergy out of it? They removed all synergies. Interesting. I mean, I can imagine why. Really enjoying the game, but a lot of runs fail in the first biome because the mobs are super tanky or the weapon base damage is low. Also, getting stun locked sucks. Would you say that's a Conte issue? Like, oh, that is exclusive to Conte because you're losing out on like half the buttons. And that's specifically for damage, not for survivability. Though technically the survivability portion is also a Conte issue. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, one of the mechas excels in parry. Just like in Dead Cells, like you do parry combat. But in this game, there's no health pots, whenever you fail a parry, it's gonna be really, really bad. Every character falls under that. I hear you. I just know that, like, at least with... I don't even want to say Crimson. You know who I almost feel like I won't die on? I want to say the Thor one, but it's not electricity. The one that can, like, summon the ghost of itself and then do a big slash. I feel like that one is probably the best mecha in the game, to be honest. Just because it has everything. Not Thundario. I don't have Thundario yet. Whatever the, like, second... Yeah, Vic. I think Vic's the best character in the game. But I don't think it's because, like... everyone else is bad. It's more so Vic is just really good. Vic has so much stuff. You make this game look easy. I hope to get that good in Dead Cells. I died every single time when I streamed this game. Was that yesterday? Thursday. I streamed this game on Thursday. I lost every run. I think now I'm just a little more honed in. Splatoon 3 is getting DLC that has a roguelike game mode? I'm telling you, we're making that video. If someone wants to bite the idea, then whatever. I'm still gonna make it. Every game that's not a roguelike that has a random roguelike mode. Warframe, God of War, Last of Us 2, Splatoon 3. I need one more. Oh, you all told me. It's, Division 2. Tom Clancy's Division 2 roguelike mode. If you want to bite that video, that's messed up. Ooh. We have to think about getting rid of something at some point. Because I could use the other, this thing. I did not mean to hit square. Oops. That could be interesting. Roguelikes feel like they're getting popular now. We did a segment not too long ago, Chappie. Oh, wait. Wait, this is in the game. I thought they got rid of this. I've been breaking these things ever since they allowed me to break them, and they only just now did this part. I figured that they took it out of the game. You can't break those, right? Or kill them, rather. This right here that you all are watching right now, I remember I did my first look of Oblivion Override. And it was like, you know what? The game's legit. I like it. It's cute. But I wasn't, like, sold on it. And then I watched someone play it. It could have even been Loot or Die. I watched someone else play it, and I was like, wait, this looks nothing like my game. This looks sick. I think we are stumbling into that territory. All of a sudden now, the game's intense. And we're on 3 BC. Same thing happens in Dead Cells, where, okay, I fought green zombies for about 50 hours. Does the game get any better? Rampagers? Oven Knights? Wait, what's all this stuff? You're telling me there's other biomes besides Promenade and Ramparts? What the heck? Did I download a bootleg copy? We don't really have to do Dash Strike in this build. Doesn't really hurt to do it, but I have no reason to. Yeah, sorry if I miss any chat, by the way. I'm in the zone right now. Damage the bosses. We don't want to lose Execute. Fight Cluster. Do we need Flight Cluster? Endure. See, what happens if I lose one of these, I'm actually gonna lose the final trait. So, like, whatever I get rid of has to be something that I literally don't need. I mean, maybe we don't need the cooldown reset. Oh, I thought I did get this. Rupture enemies attacking you when you're in shield. Reflect the damage. A little bit of wombo protection. When shield breaks, big skill damage. Holy crap. But I think all of our shield stuff is already really good. This is like the hard part for this game for me, is build making. It's like there's so many really good things. This is really the only thing that's like kind of mid. But if I lose it, I lose 2. Yeah, I lose level 2 killing skill. I wish it highlighted which things I have that actually utilize it. I don't think you ever get rid of Golden Shield, but I think there's a different shield tech that I have in here. This thing. I lost it, jeez. Endure. I think Endure can go. Because the final trait for defense is bonus while you're low. And I don't think I need that. Oops. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so this is my first time in, like, the hard mode area for this since 1.0. Am I going backwards? I sure am. I'm so good at that. I did not think that would hit me. It is a secret door. I knew it was. I was like, ain't no way they put that there for no reason. That's healing, right? Loot, if you're still there, I know you said you had to bounce. Did you hear about changing the FPS in this game? I've had a couple people leave a comment about that, and now, like, I had a little bit of FPS drop just now, and I wonder how that would look at 120. I think we leave. Hopefully this comes to Switch real soon. Is it not? We did a Google search, and Google swore that it's on Switch. And I'm not here to say that Google's wrong. I could buy and then level up. This should give me 50. I think that's how it works. 60. Nice. That gave us critical damage on the final hit of the combo. Oh, crit rate, not damage. Google do be lying sometimes. Rip money. That took all my money away. It was RNG. And or it wasn't RNG at all. It was always going to take my money. Crap. I didn't know we weren't done. I tried searching it on Switch Store. It didn't show up. Maybe it's planned release. I'll email the dev later today because I know I'm gonna have to answer this question, and if I don't know it now, I should find out. Okay, this should be the boss, right? I love how all this stuff is still trying to shoot you while you're already at the boss. All right, looking good, people. We have to fight a hard mode version of the boss, which is not what I want to do. I'm so surprised. So in 3BC, they have basically enhanced Hand of the King in 3BC. And then as you go up past 3BC, they add enhanced Timekeeper, and then they add enhanced Concierge. It's backwards. You would think it would be the other way around, right? Oh wait, there's a freaking buzzsaw there. Oh, this is bad. I already took so much damage through shielding. Sorry, I don't know if I can even talk during this boss. That hurts so much. I think the buzzsaw is unnecessary, lady. Okay, so the new strat for that, dodge towards where she's dashing. I got scared. I had no idea what she was doing. All right, phase 2. She's over there. Wait, if I dashed towards her, wouldn't I have gotten hit by all that? That's my... Oh, I was gonna say my first time ever avoiding all of that. I went through. I'm getting comboed like it's Tekken 8. When do I get to play the game? Read it a little bit there. Oh my god, what in the world? We're fine. What? When did she learn that? Death Defiance. I'm stuck in this corner. Crap! That was actually not terrible for us, but she threw me off with the bubble attack in the sky. I don't think I've seen that before. Silver Dagger. Final hit of the combo shocks enemies. Bonus shock damage. Attack damage on bosses. Deals 50% extra damage to enemies with shock on Cyclone. Even more Cyclone damage. This seems legit. Yeah, I have one more Death Defiance, that's right. I think we actually swap here. I know it's lower level. Shock. How do we shock? Final hit of the combo shocks enemies. That's the only thing in the kit that does shock for us. Against the bosses coming up, though, I think Cerulean Spear's actually easier. Because they're all monsters that like to be in the sky. I guess I never got the Amazon delivery, because we would have seen that if we did. If I buy the PS4 version, do I get a future PS5 version? Or do I need to only buy it once? I'm gonna write that down as another email. So I'm opening Notepad right now. You all can't see it. Questions for the devs. Number 1. Console release plans, question mark. Question 2. PS4 upgrade to PS5. All right. Thoughts on Prince of Persia? I have not played it. It looks incredible. It is a Metroidvania, so sometimes it's like, not to say it's too slow for the stream, but I oftentimes feel like I don't have a time slot to play a Metroidvania. All right, we're in the final area, by the way. Final biome. It's 2 bosses before the mega boss. And I can absolutely die. Right now, my cooldown reduction. What the heck? Funny enough, the last time I beat this boss was also with Cerulean Spear on Aya, I think. Why is my Cerulean Spear coming back so quickly? So we have 3 seconds down. It's almost like I have cooldown reduction on crit or something like that. It's the hand, right? This thing. 20% cooldown reduction. So I guess we have double. We have cooldown reduction on kill. What is that? Crit rate, spear damage, belligerence. That's not base on Crimson. It's a green talent. Oh, after killing an enemy. I thought that was just a base 3 seconds on the skill itself. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. I thought I was tripping. I'm gonna heal. Never mind, I'm broke. Entering a boss lair drops an energy tank. Rice cooker. It's like when they don't die, it's so surprising to me. My life! I lost so much of my shield. Oh wait, do I need to walk to get shielding? If I dodge in the air too much, I'm not getting shielding. I mean, I get shield on kill. Maybe that's all I need? Oh. Dang, even these things. 140 HP gone. B, you better start walking. Now, I think this is cheese right here. Oh! I only go up to 100. So it's not that great. It's okay. Like, it's mid at best. Quick evolution. Okay, enhancement here. Execution grants 15% of your current shield. Thanks, you have to have shield for that to work. Alright, boss. So the last time I fought this boss, I was using Vic. Vic gets almost full invulnerability. Like, I borderline didn't even have to play the game. I do good damage. It might be the executes. Charging. I Nice try, buddy. Oh, you can't go over there. Kind of an unfortunate place to fight. I can see as much as I need to, but you all can't see because you're behind my camera right now. Unfortunate. All right, just assume that everything happening behind me, I was popping off. Ain't no way he's gonna hit me, and I'm doing maximum damage. That's all you need to know. Get a 50 shield in boss fights. I think I need this. Not to say that, like, I'm gonna die, but this is also, if an enemy dies near you, you get more big shielding. All right, we need a spot. I have one belligerence in here. Execute will lose one piece. Oh, there's a green rupture thing in here. Oh, I have an empty slot. I don't remember losing anything. All right. Dash charges. Reflect, extend invulnerability. Inherit Tristram's Arcanum. I never had my ulti this entire time that we've been playing. So every mecha gets an ultimate ability. It only just now showed up. Oh, ladies. Correction, lady. That eats my health. I'm not gonna do it, not yet. This is intense. Chat, is anyone in the chat have never seen this game before? Give me a Y in the chat if you've never seen this game before. I think I'm getting hit during that dash. All right, we got energy. That's Pharrell Williams. You get like a free skill or a skill refresh when you do your ultimate. That hit me. So 3 beetles, pretty legit, if I do say so myself. No health? Yo, Maximus, good to see you. B said type Y, I typed W. Was there anything at the shop still? There's healing in here. 300. I assume I will not die to the boss. We can level up our spear to +6. 200 bucks, let's wait, because that stuff's expensive. All right, last combat arena. This is a boss we have to fight. Wait, are those immune to damage when they're not open? 5 things I wish I knew. Anubis! Zone of the Enders 2 and 1. Except you don't really see Anubis until the end of 1. They got baby busters in here. I should just ulti this roam. You can't save the ulti for Oblivion Override too. You gotta spend it. You get ulti back by doing smashing fists. Move speed up. No health. This should be a really good fight for me. Where is he? I really like this dodge pattern. It's super fun. Chat, is he okay? Maybe he didn't know where I was. Even though the number's red, you're actually not taking damage. It's actually the mine taking damage. I feel like it's the wrong color, but it's fine. Which one? Wait, there's a million of these. I thought there were only 3. I thought it was magical hats like Yu-Gi-Oh! He's healing! Wait, what? Is that legit? Die. Alright, spam. Ah! Like I said, this is a really good fight for us. It's almost perfect for our setup. Oh, you can see the lightning on the ground to tell where he goes. That's really cool. Oh, so this is what it does. The meteors come down, and the fire pillar comes from the meteor. He just happened to be at the edge of the arena where there was no meteors. He misplayed. All right, 89. Do I need this? This would give me base crit rate. Maybe not. You need this. This gives us more ulti. Enhanced skill damage. Restore HP on hit. I probably don't need that, but it sounds fun. Ain't that bad. Do I have a favorite weapon so far? I really like the Cerulean Spear. I thought I would like the Flame Sword a lot more, which is basically like its twin dagger, except you get crits after lighting enemies on fire. So you can do a lot of different things to do fire. This is 300. I can go to 700 with Sister. Big welcome to everyone here for the first time. Hope you enjoyed the game as much as I do. I'm having fun now that I'm winning. I was a little worried that I will never see a dub in this game now that I'm in 3BC. But I think build making is a pretty important part of this. I also realized the game's like really loud, right? That's 300. Don't insult me. I'm just trying to have a good time. Okay, so that's all of our health back. We have some money. Reroll. Attack speed. That also gave me health for some reason. Chat, why did I go up to 1,000 health when buying? More XP. Only thing we can really get is an enhancement. Okay, 30% extra shielding. That's pretty strong, I think. All right. Some core chips increase base HP. Does it say that? I mean, if it's just a little bit of fluff, like, oh, we understand that, like, we don't want to just have you get HP. It's max HP per core. That's so interesting. So it's like, as the game goes on, obviously, if you have this many cores, you must have pretty late game experience. So as you get more cores, surely you get more HP. So we don't have HP as a necessary stat. Instead, the more cores you get, you're just gaining more HP. It's a pretty cool idea, I think. How's 1.0? I'm enjoying it a lot. The boss you see, I enjoy this boss. For 2 reasons. Oh wait, no. I was gonna say, is this a hard mode version? I don't remember the spears at the same time. Oh, we gotta charge. Because that's giving us ulti. I don't think I'm in any danger. It's not a very good fight, I think. I'm having a little bit of difficulty landing my attack here. I also think the music, or at least all the sounds in the game right now, are incredibly loud, so I apologize for screaming into the mic. Bruh! You got hit! V, I can't imagine that you got hit there. I can't tell what's going on. Same? Thought I was safe. Alright, 1 down. I have ulti. I guess I use it because this is gonna take forever. You're invulnerable too. Wait, I thought I got skill reset. I can't open the menu, unfortunately. Maybe it's only if it kills a monster do you get skill reset? On your ultimate, that is. Oh, wow, this is not ideal. Like, I have to do my skill in the air. My smash attack goes through her hand. So I'm not getting full value off of that. I mean, I have so much shielding, I don't think I can die. Dang. That's what I get for trying to freaking dash strike. Yeah, I go straight through. Dang. see the purple. That hit. You all know me. If I'm gonna get a chance to attack, I will. Maybe that's where you dash strike. Okay. You got beats? That was sick. I'm invulnerable. Not anymore. Such a good dodge pattern. I'm a sucker for good dodge patterns in action roguelikes. Same thing with Astral Ascent or Tiny Rogues. Like, if your game has a dodge pattern to it, I'm there 100%. Oh my god. Alright, hopefully this is final cycle. God. Sorry, everybody. I think I'm like losing FPS. The fight's too intense. All right. I think my fighter jet did all the work. Good job, fighter jet. Not bad. Not bad. There isn't anything after this. So I want to say we're good. That boss is cool, WTF. I'm telling you, like, there's something to be said about action roguelikes that are of this caliber, where it's like style. Focus is on style. Like, if you think about... So we have Astral Ascent, we have this. Like, Dead Cells, the Queen fight is probably as intense, like, visually. Hand of the King, like, not so much. It's you, it's him, and sometimes there's other stuff at the same time. There's no pageantry until the flags come down. I think the flag is probably the only... And I guess his down slam. There's some pageantry there, too. But there's a lot of pageantry in Oblivion Override and Astral Ascent. If you think about Soulsborne's, Lies of P, Elden Ring, imagine King Rykard in roguelike form. That's what I feel like these fights are. That's what I really enjoy from an action roguelike, is try to get me immersed, but also like I have to hit the button very well. That's my favorite kind of action roguelike. I'm gonna fall asleep at the wheel trying to shoot Mom's heart. Leo's a respectable fighter, though I don't know what he'd been through. I think I can relate. When failure is what's left in your life, most people would lose the courage to carry on. Not decadent for temporary loss. No, not flinch from thorns on the path. That's what real warriors do. Can you understand? ... You will. Keep going. It's your own battlefield. Just like you, the viewer. Failure in life does not mean that you necessarily have to stop. Continue until you reach your own battlefields. And you too will beat Esset in space. Couple unlocks here. Not bad, not bad. I feel good about the game again. Honestly, I think my issue was I played this character right here. I think if you want to play ultra hard mode, Oblivion Override is Conte. This character is like the hardest character in the game. I'm sure it's very rewarding if you land the alpha counter. But just like Street Fighter 6, when you fail the guard impact counter, it's probably gonna cost you the match, probably. So same thing happens in this game. All right, yo, I think we're good. I think we're good. This was a simulcast, YouTube and Twitch. For those over on the YouTube audience, thank you for tuning in. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to YouTube if you want to see more action roguelikes. I do these kind of games all the time. We have more stuff coming on the horizon. Blaze Blue Entropy Effect. Phantom Abyss is going to go up soon. Go Mecha Ball is another one. So there's like tons and tons of these games. Either way, hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, leave a like, and I'll see you on the next video. For those of you over on the